Okay, you're never gonna believe this.
Huh.
He does want to wrap.
Yeah.
I told him I can wrap it Monday. We get back Monday.
Yeah.
He just bought this thing. It's 100 miles on it. He's.
What kind of car y'all got?
It's a spaceship.
Y'all made it?
No, it's a Tesla.
Wow. It's cool, so I like that.
Thank you. We're taking another trip down to Florida. We're taking the Model Y this time. Here's the Model X. Last time we went down to Florida, we had problems with the Falcon Wing doors. You hit the button, nothing happens, it won't move. Yes, Tesla fixed that, no problem, no issue, but it's just me and my wife this time, so we're taking the Model Y. One thing, I backed it into by the garage here, and I forgot to charge it. So we're gonna have to stop in Charlotte, over by Carowinds, if you've been there before. We're gonna stop there at the supercharger, because I want some heat in the battery before we actually get going and have to charge, so it charges faster. And then we're gonna be on our way. We're going to Universal Studios. I've never been there. Have you been there before? A lot of people have. We're gonna see what other fun stuff we can get into.
Now your destination is on the right.
So we made it to Carowinds, the supercharger here, and we'll plug in. We're gonna plug in just for a little bit so we can get down out of this traffic. It's really bad traffic right now because it's 4 o'clock on a Wednesday, is it? Yeah, Wednesday. And then we're gonna head out to South Carolina, and then Georgia, then Florida, then... Hey, you see, there's a CyberTruck right over there. It's wrapped blue. It's got some pallets in the back. It's a truck. I mean, hey, they're using it as a truck. People aren't gonna like that. I do like the CyberTruck. They're so cool to see on the road when you do see one. It's hard because when you see one, you're looking for cars, and it doesn't look like any other car on the road.
Yeah, I really wish one would pull up here. That'd be really cool.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll see a bunch on the way.
Oh yeah, probably in Florida.
It's about 500 miles, because we're going to drive for a little bit and then have some dinner. Our kids are much older, out of the house, but...
Oh my god.
There's a CyberTruck right there. That thing is awesome looking.
First one, we've seen it, the supercharger.
Look at that. He needs a wrap.
Ooh.
He got a 30-day tag on it. He just bought that thing.
You're gonna have to talk to him about her getting a wrap, Brian.
I'm going to go talk to him now. Should I talk to him?
Yeah, sure. We're gonna talk to him.
I'm going to talk to him.
I don't know what he's gonna say, but looks like he's talking business. Maybe he got a deal.
Okay, you're never going to believe this.
Huh.
He does want to wrap. I told him I can wrap it Monday. We get back Monday.
Yeah.
He just bought this thing. It's 100 miles on it. He's going to swap vehicles with us.
No.
We're going to take it to Florida.
No
Come
way.
back. I'm going to wrap it for him. This is crazy.
You're lying.
He doesn't even know me. He doesn't even know the channel.
You're
So,
lying.
no, seriously. Seriously.
Okay, let's go.
See, he's getting his bag.
Good deal. Let's see what these jokers are doing. I guess it's for real, folks.
Believe this?
Because he's packing it.
Valley might be more
Trade
secure if it's down low. I don't know yet.
card. We don't know, wherever. We're playing it.
No booking, just where we just had to pull
Yeah,
over.
we're not booked.
Yeah,
I like it.
wherever.
My wife first met me, that's how I was, and she's like, "What do you mean you don't have a reservation? What do you think
Oh,
of hotels?" And now she's like, "Let's just go." I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, that's how we
You've
love
gotten it.
We
Yeah,
love it.
we've
We
got
just
it,
go.
yeah. Drive safe.
Yeah, I will. I'll definitely
We
will.
promise.
We'll see you guys.
All right.
Take care.
Thanks. Oh my God. Are you serious? This actually happened. This is amazing. We have a CyberTruck. Can you believe that worked?
I can't
Can you
believe
believe
it.
that
No. I actually can't believe it worked.
And it's
No.
already 80%. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. So in the app, we just swapped ownership, or not ownership, but he has access to my car. I have access to his, so the app works. We don't need the key card, but we have it. He's actually Turoing this car. I'll leave a link down below if you're in the Charlotte area and you want to Turo this. But he's also, we found out, he's an electrician, and he installs chargers.
Yes.
In the Charlotte area, so he can install a charger, he can install power walls, he can install everything, all the stuff that comes with this, he can install. I'll have a link down to his company as well. Oh, this is awesome. I got unplugged, 80%. All right, let's go. Let's get
I
situated.
definitely want
here.
one, Brian. I love the seats are comfortable, plenty of leg room.
Yeah, this is. Oh, look at the rivet and the gas pedal, or sorry, accelerator pedal.
Oh, I see that. Say bye-bye. Bye, Beto.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. We'll have to.
Yes, sir.
We'll have to get him up to the house to install some stuff for us too.
Oh, 100%.
Well, that doesn't matter. The
No.
rearview mirror is pointless. It'll show up here.
Get him comfortable with the truck,
Yeah.
though. Do you know where we're going? We just put the seats down. Fit everything in there.
Yeah, everything's in the back seat. We didn't even use the bed.
No, it's so crazy. It's so much room. This beast.
We have 253 miles available.
Seats are super comfortable. All right, y'all. We're on our way.
138 miles, and he let us borrow it. I mean, I'm gonna wrap it, but
Yeah, that's a sweet deal. Woo! I'm so excited. These are kind of unique. Oh. Yeah, everything Tesla does is unique, isn't it?
it's this one. So it says we'll get to the next supercharger in South Carolina with 17%. Let's see how accurate this thing is.
Are we going to keep track of the wattage?
Kind of. I mean, I do want to see the charging curve of this thing. I think CyberTruck's just got a new update which helps the charging curve, where it stays longer, faster charge for longer, because there was a lot of complaints of this thing in the beginning, of charging kind of slow because of the new batteries. They haven't fully, worked everything out of the 4680 cells. So, well, let's go.
All right.
How do you like it?
Oh, I love it. Just got it.
Did you?
Actually, I'm borrowing it.
Are you?
Yeah. All right, so I'm back home, and what I have here is the data for the trip, because I know a lot of people won't make it to the very end of the video, and I hope you do, but I have the information for the trip back home, because on the trip there, we were learning about the vehicle still, we were having fun with it, and I really captured all the data on the way back. So this is from Orlando, Universal Studios, back to Mooresville, North Carolina, which was 562 miles at a watt-hour per mile of 446, which is very good, actually. That's an average of 446.6. That's way better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot higher, so I was very pleased with that. At a total cost of $55.26 to go 560 miles, which is very good, actually. So if you took, same size vehicle, an F-150 crew cab, 4-wheel drive, because this is all-wheel drive. Say you took that and you got 20 miles per gallon, which I think that's probably what you would get, is 20 miles per gallon. You're going to use 28.1 gallons of fuel here in Mooresville. I think I saw yesterday a 360 a gallon. It's probably different by you. That's $101, so almost twice the price to use a gas vehicle. Yes, you would charge less or fill up less, so you would get there a little bit faster. But here's the cool thing. As you see in the video, I don't like to follow what the computer says to do. Charging for 40 minutes seems like a waste to me. So I charge enough to get to the next one, or a next really good charger that I know. It was gonna want us to charge for 105 minutes. Absolutely crazy. That's an hour and 45 minutes of charging. Way too much. By me adding an extra stop and trying to push it even farther at certain ones, we only charged for an hour and 7 minutes. So I almost cut off 40 minutes, which was one full charge that they wanted to do. So I saved so much time by doing that. So we got home a lot quicker, more efficient for us physically, because we were able to get out of the car one extra time. We weren't in the car for so much longer. You stretch your legs, it's way better for you. So really cool. Now the charging, the $55 is starting at the hotel at 90%. Just like you would be doing from home to go anywhere, you're going to charge it up to 90% or 100%. And then that's a cheaper rate than what it is for supercharging. Stay tuned for all the fun stuff in the video, what we have to encounter at superchargers. Stay safe out there.
But they're not making them now, right?
Yeah, they are. They put them on hold because of the plate, or the gas pedal.
And then how do the back doors open? That was
Right here. And they open 90 degrees too, which is really cool.
That is really nice. You don't mind if I look, do you?
That's not mine. Had to help that guy out with full self-driving. He's got an older one, but
Yeah, he kept calling it driving it itself and
Yeah.
not autopilot.
So charging.
So it's so funny because he pulled up beside us, and at first I thought he was driving a 3 because I didn't realize how high up we were.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So
This is big.
So I was thinking I was in the X, and I was like, his car looks so little, but I didn't realize he was driving an X until I saw the wing.
It did look small sitting next to us here. And this is the lower setting.
And he kept saying he has an X, and I'm like, but that's a 3.
So we're at 50% roughly, because it's on miles. Actually, we can switch that, I think. Yeah, actually 50% battery. And we are at 138 kilowatts, so actually still pretty good. Because 50% battery on this is what, 65 kilowatts roughly? Because it's a bigger battery than your Model X. So that's actually pretty good for as high as we are. So these have you get both floor mats with these. So they get the cloth. Well, they put the cloth ones right over top of the rubber ones. So I'm gonna put these in the bed while we're driving because they kind of move around a little bit.
Someone wants your attention.
So right there is the little rivet. That's the fix for all the issues of all the CyberTrucks. But let's put these in the bed. So this is the only configuration right now. Eventually they will have white seats. Just the Foundation series are just all black. Yeah, you want me to close the doors so you get a better picture?
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
It's a truck?
Yeah, it's a CyberTruck.
Oh man, I thought it was a figure because I seen one on Facebook or something and I didn't know. I thought it was just something somebody had up.
No, it's a Tesla CyberTruck. It is a full-blown bulletproof truck. It's all stainless steel. It can actually take a 9mm bullet. It won't go through the doors.
I like that.
That's crazy. So we're in Brunswick. Last time we were down here, we stayed at these hotels. We're going to continue going a little farther, maybe get to Jacksonville. Been talking to some nice people here at the supercharger, but we're charged up, ready to make it to Jacksonville. We can probably make it to St. Augustine before we stop for a hotel tonight, and then we have a really short trip tomorrow. But trip is going great. I haven't filmed much at night because, well, there's not too many people around at these superchargers, but there's less people on the road, so we're gonna hit the road. An hour and 12 minutes, 75 miles. We get there with 38%. That's one of the problems that you have with the CyberTruck is you get to talking to people and you overcharge. But we have plenty, and if we stop there, we have plenty overnight. But let's get going on the road.
Good thing we're not in a hurry.
So we're in St. Augustine. We made it all the way to St. Augustine last night. It was about 1 o'clock in the morning. And we were tired, so we stopped here just after the Buc-ee's. We charged just enough to find I think it was a Courtyard Marriott. And now we're heading off. We're only 2 hours away, although we have to charge. I thought this would have supercharging or charging. They didn't have charging here, so we're gonna have to hit Wawa. And so yeah, like I said, we only have like a 2-hour drive to the hotel. We're staying at the Hard Rock in Orlando. It's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait to get there. We're gonna get there earlier before my brother-in-law gets there and hang out by the pool. All right, let's get going. So the charger is just right around the corner. It's at a Wawa gas station.
Now your destination is on the left.
Yeah, we've been to this one before.
Eating anything today?
I don't know.
It's Chick-fil-A.
Talking close, because these cables are short. See how short these cables are. Actually, this isn't too bad. See how close I am? I had to back up really close. I think that's why some of the places have removed some of the posts, so there's plenty of space. So the computer says we have 4 more minutes to charge, but then right now with 4 more minutes left, we'll get there with 1% battery. So what I've noticed is the supercharger, or the way the computer is calculating everything is a little off. So it wanted us to charge pretty much at every supercharger for 40 minutes, and that seems very excessive. So we've been adjusting it to our likings. I obviously know that this software is not fully baked yet, but it's still very, very good. The computer I've been driving about 7 miles over the speed limit because it's not my car. I'm not going to race this thing. The computer's very accurate. We're actually getting better percentage when we actually arrive at our destination. So the computer's good for that. It's just, it wants to charge for a very long time. I don't know if it's because the battery's so big or what, but we like to stop more often and not sit there for 40 minutes at a supercharger. It just seems like you're wasting so much time. Then we'll be on our way to Orlando. So we haven't seen too many people, probably because it's a weekday. We left at Wednesday, and so most people are working. There's a lot of crazy people on the road that we did not capture, on video. But I think Sunday, as on our drive home Sunday, we're going to see so many people supercharging because they're going to be out shopping and traveling. We're going to get a lot of good reactions, but 15% is good enough. Let's unplug and get on the road. Spider webs.
Ooh, this is
In
spectacular
500
looking.
feet, your destination will be on the right.
That's pretty. I'm gonna ask them if they can keep it up here.
So we're going to valet it, kind of. We're parking it ourselves, but we're going to park it up front here, and they're going to keep an eye on it. Since, you know, it's not ours, we want to take good care of this vehicle and not just park it in Gen Pop. We got to tip them a little bit, but
Hey, I think it's going to be beneficial for them because they haven't seen very many. The one dude we just talked to said this is the first one he's seen. So by keeping it up here, everyone's going to be looking at it.
So I guess technically it's not valet.
Well, we're keeping it in the front. I think so.
Once you folks receive the room number and the room key.
So we made it to our room. We're just setting everything up. We're waiting for my brother-in-law and sister-in-law to show up from their flight. But look at the view of the roof. It looks really gross, but you can actually see the park from back here. Some rides that will be going on. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We do have a few hours before they get here, and so we're just gonna walk around, check things out. We've never been here before. They have been here many times. Then have dinner and, you know, have some fun. We're not gonna bring you along. I'm gonna put this camera down, but I didn't realize Justin Timberlake was 6'1". Snoop Dogg 6'4". I'm taller than Snoop Dogg. I don't know how accurate this is. And then Kevin Hart would be. Kevin Hart's not a singer, that's why he's not on this. There is a software update, so I don't want to jump onto the Hard Rock's Wi-Fi, so I'm logging into my phone's Wi-Fi hotspot, and then so now we're on Wi-Fi. We are going to start downloading this hopefully very soon. So off-road mode for overlanding and Baja mode, there's been some updates to that. There's different terrain options, so smooth, rugged, and clearance for Baja mode. Locking differentials. This is what everybody was waiting for, and hopefully Kyle from Out of Spec will be happy to see this. But this is the locking differentials. Now you can use those features. Trail assist maintains cruise control speed. Okay, this is really cool for when you're going down a hill. You can keep like autopilot or cruise control on when you're descending, which is really cool. Slippery surfaces. You lose traction if you want to slide around a little bit. Ride and handling with load. So this is if you're towing anything, you're going to have some updates for that. And then for the people who have the tent, there's some options for them on this as well. So tent mode levels the suspension so you can sleep more comfortably. So it'll probably, like the Rivian can actually adjust to the terrain so you can be level when you're camping, because a lot of people have the rooftop tents, and now they'll be able to have that on this. So that's really cool. Just the ones before were just audio and the colors and things like that. And I believe this update, you can change the color of this, which we'll be doing on Monday. So it shouldn't take too long to download. And once it's downloaded, I don't think I have to stay connected to the Wi-Fi to upload it, but I'll be sitting here. We're still waiting for my brother-in-law to show up. They're still flying in. Karen's taking a nap from the long drive here. And I'm playing with the CyberTruck, because why not? There is charging here. We parked up top here, but I think tomorrow we'll just plug it in. It's right around the corner here. Then we will be topped off. Well, not topped off, but we'll have enough charge to get pretty far when we leave on Sunday morning. Jimmy, what's up, man? Jimmy, what's up, bro? What's up, man? I got a high five for Jimmy.
She got my finger
So I was able to charge here last night up to 90%. Is that electric? This doesn't look electric. That's not cool. But this is, and that is very cool. Thank you for the charge. We're gonna hit the road. So we're heading home after walking a ton of miles yesterday. It was fun, but you do walk a ton in Orlando Universal. It's great fun. First time we've ever been there, and we're going back again, definitely for sure. We walked 11 miles yesterday, and then 7.5 the day before. Great time, but we're gonna make it all the way back tonight. We just left. It's 11:36. We're on the road now, and looks like the car says 3 stops, but I don't believe it. Because one of them wants us to charge for 45 minutes, and if you know, that's not what I like to do at superchargers. I'd rather stop more often, stretch my legs a little bit. So the first stop is Yulee, which I was able to charge at the hotel to 90% last night, and we're leaving with 86% right now because, you know, it charged last night. Now it sits in the sun, but it says we'll get to Yulee, Florida, with 18%, which is only 166 miles away. So we'll see how accurate that is. Yulee, and actually now it says 19% already. That's the first stop. All right, so it redirected us. So as we were driving, we kept increasing in percentage. We got up to 29% going to Yulee, Florida. Then it redirected us to, what is this, Brunswick? Yeah, this is Brunswick, the big supercharger with the bowling alley and then the hotels where we stayed at before on the way down to Florida a couple weeks ago. So we got here with 8%. So right now we're sitting at 8%. I haven't plugged in yet, so I wanted to show you. So we plenty of juice, going a little bit over the speed limit like everyone does. We were able to still get here with 8%, and when it redirected us here, it said we would get here with 9%. So this thing is very, very accurate. It's just the way it figures out how long to charge for, and you know, where to stop and charge. Obviously still needs a little bit of work, but I'm gonna plug in, and then we're gonna see where we're going next. And then this was the last supercharger before we got to the hotel. I'm gonna keep track of how much it costs to drive from Orlando to our house in just north of Charlotte, and so you guys know. And it's starting to rain.
The last charge was free because it was...
Yeah, the last charge was free. The starting charge was free. I charged at 90% at the hotel. So that you would be doing that at your house anyway. So that's kind of why we're show you what it is.
Free at your house.
Well, it's not free, but you'd be starting out. You're not paying supercharging prices. Supercharging prices are higher than typically than what are at your house.
Although $10 is not very much.
No, we didn't charge very long though. I don't think we did.
14 minutes.
Yeah. We got 436 watt-hour per mile since the last charge. So yeah, since the last charge, 216 miles, 94 kilowatts of power, 436. Let's keep track of it all the way up to Charlotte. Plug it in. You gotta park really close, and that's the rain. Hopefully we beat it. It's very, very spotty the whole trip. So already 25 cents. All right, so for some reason we've been here for a little while and it still says 20 minutes to charge. So I changed it actually to Pooler, Georgia, which is 60 miles away. We'll stop there. We'll go hit another one because I like to stop more often. When they're right off the highway, I like to stop more often. You charge at the faster rate and then you get going faster instead of sitting here for such a long time. So we'll get there with 15% with some rain. And let's go unplug. Probably because this cable is hot and it doesn't look safe. Maybe that's why we're not charging so fast. In Brunswick was $9.75. We waited there for 14 minutes and 45 seconds, and it's Cinco de Mayo. All right, we made it to Pooler. It's right behind a gas station, and we are 15%, exactly what it said. It was raining a little bit, as you saw, and now I'm going to plug in. It's behind this gas station here. Again, you have to park really close, and these lines are not set up for the superchargers. As you can see, the lines don't really match up, and someone left the charging cable down. And this stop in Pooler, Georgia was $9.75, 15 minutes and 55 seconds. And now we're on to the next stop, which isn't that far down the road, but there's construction, and it's really cool how it shows you the construction on the progression of, it's part of the new update. Let me show you. So right here is the progression of the next trip. And you can see the red and yellow, and that shows there's construction or some slow traffic or something there. And as we drive, that little arrow will go across to let you know how much longer we have on this trip. This one's only going to be 87 miles, but it's going to be an hour and 34 minutes. Should get there with 13%, and then we'll stop again. The life of owning a Tesla. We stop at a lot of gas stations, by the way. For owning Teslas, we charge a lot of gas stations. I think it's kind of ironic. So we changed our plans. We've been to the St. George supercharger. We really don't like that charger, so we decided to go to Walterboro, charge up enough to go to one more charger and make it home. And so that's what we're gonna do. It's kind of in the middle of a parking lot of a bunch of stores. There's a Walmart. I've been here a long time ago, and everyone is coming around. It's kind of crazy. Oh, thank you.
What kind of car y'all got?
It's a spaceship.
Y'all made it?
No, it's a Tesla.
Wow. It's cool, I like that.
Thank you. So that last trip there was some rain, and so there was a lot of slow traffic, so we got 430 watt-hour per mile. Again, we were going a little slow. It says it wants us to charge for 40 minutes here before we get to Mooresville. I don't think we're going to do that. We're going to charge a little bit. We're going to get something to eat somewhere. We're going to look around and see what there is. And then this stopped charging. So I'm going to have to move to a different one. Sometimes these do stop, but this one looks like it's been hit a few times. Could be the reason. That's the cool thing about these cameras. You can get so close for the cable to reach. Let's see if 3C, oh shoot, that was 3D. Hopefully it's not the cabinet and just the, hopefully it's not the main power, just the cabinet or that charger. So the last one was $1.75 of charge. Right away, it ramps up to 35 cents. We didn't even get anything. So we're going to sit in the car for a little bit to make sure this doesn't stop like the last time, and then we're going to head and get some food. This supercharger, like I said, is in a big parking lot, and there's a lot of stores. It's Sunday evening, and this car is getting a lot of attention here. So let's unplug this. Now it'll give a total of 17 minutes and 27 seconds off to the next stop. All right, so I'm glad we stopped at this one. This is a version 4 cabinets. They're really version 3, but they're eventually will be faster. So this is really cool. We need to mark this one down. It's about a mile and 1.3 miles from the highway. So it's in a little bit, but it's worth the drive down to here. I'll show you these in a second. But we got here. Take a look at these. I'm 6'5", and they are pretty much just as tall as me. These things are enormous. They're like the old destination chargers. I built one like this in the garage. And so the weird thing is, it's a very long cable, and there's a non-Tesla charging, but it has a different looking plug. And what they have here is they have them set up in the middle for all the other cars that are going to be charging here. So non-Teslas can back right up into here, and then the Rivian, say the Rivian, can actually swing it to this side because they're going to pull right in here, and they're not going to take up extra spaces. So super long cables. Actually, let me see how far these cables do go out. Just push the button. It's not letting me. Does it know that there's not a car here? Oh, look, it's got this one too. So you could charge all the other ones, but super long cables. You can actually almost go up to the driver's seat with this thing. Really cool. This is for... This one actually has the non-Tesla chargers, the adapter built in. Yeah. So let's see what the charging rate is. We're getting 252 kilowatts. Again, it's V3 chargers speed with the new cabinets. So let's go back to how long we need to charge for. Only 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Well, that's weird. It says 5 minutes over here, but 10 minutes over here to get home. We're probably going to charge a little longer, go to the restroom, take a look at these, make a video for our Facebook group. So a little overcharge, but really cool. So on the way here, 466 watt hour per mile. It's a nice looking truck. Just to see this before?
Oh man, it didn't go through.
You can break this one too.
Oh my god.
Does it do it on the other side or the front?
No,
window?
just these two because that's what he broke at the event.
Yeah, that's
So,
funny.
only Tesla would do that. So this is what all the new superchargers should look like eventually. Big tall cabinets, easy to see hopefully. Big giant white, they look even more alien, but with the long cable. So the future is just not Tesla's charging here. I mean, mostly will be Tesla's charging here, but like that guy, non-Tesla, he's charging over there. But we want to be able to transition the world to electric vehicles, not just to Teslas, even though Tesla does make the coolest ones. And Monday, tomorrow, that's going to start its transformation to Satin Black. We're done. We need to go home. And let's see what the charging situation was. We got 200 miles now. So that charging stop was 19 minutes and 16 seconds because we went into the store. And that was only $14.76. And now we have plenty to get home. We're going to end up with about 15% battery when we get home. So I'm going to have everything tallied up for you at the time versus what Tesla thought it was going to be in the beginning. How much longer, if it, by us picking which superchargers we wanted to go to, if it took longer than what it recommended, or if we should have just stuck with what the CyberTruck said to do. But we like to stop a little bit more often, stretch our legs. You're supposed to do that on trips. All in all, a great trip. We had a blast. And now we're excited to get home. We have an hour and 47 minutes to get home. All right, so we made it home with 19%. So the car actually said 15% when we left, so it did even better than we thought. 453 watt hour per mile. It's late at night, it's 9:30. So let's look at the trip computer. So this car now has 1,231 miles on it, and the average for the car is 455. That's actually pretty impressive for this type of vehicle, this heavy of a vehicle, to have a watt hour per mile of 455. Now, the car had 138 miles on it when I picked the car up, so I put 1,000 miles on it roughly, and the car did really well. I keep saying car because the efficiency is pretty much like a big car. That's actually very, very good. I'm very impressed with that. Something I thought was going to be really bad, but actually turned out to be really good. Much like this truck, I thought was going to be very bad, but turned out to be very good. As always, stay awesome, stay positive. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.